Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. I'm your host, Tim Brzakala, joined by Mr. Kaleb Koho, who is blonde again and is showing too much chest hair for my comfort.
I'm sorry.
Caleb, welcome to the show. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
I did not come back to Fandom Fights just to be slut-shamed. I'm sorry. But I'm excited to be here as always. It's always fun to come and hang out on the desk, especially when we got teams matches like these four lovely individuals.
Yeah, I like that you actually buttoned up the shirt. That was
I did.
I was making a joke.
I care a lot about you. I was going to make sure you're comfortable.
I don't want to offend Tim. Yeah, we got a great match for you tonight. We got Welcome to Fandom. Bitch is playing Back to Formula. Two of the best fandom team names we got in the biz right now. These teams are playing for seeding in the upcoming teams tournament later this fall. And there's lots of moving pieces here. There's 3 Australians and then another guy with a mustache. 2 of these people were teammates in Warzone. One of these people is a girl. We don't have a lot of those here.
Sure.
So it's always nice to see one of those shows.
I guess, yeah.
I don't fucking know, man. I'm very excited. Both of these teams are very talented. Welcome to Fandom, bitch, coming in with a 2-3 record and Back to Formula, a 1-2 record with a KO. So both these teams doing pretty not, I don't think where they want to be, but also like showing talent throughout their careers so far. And I think that all of them kind of put themselves down all the time when it comes to fandom, but also they all know their stuff at the end of the day because they've come and put on really good matches in both singles and teams. So do you have any thoughts before we get into the promos?
I think this is going to be a great match. And if I say anything mean to one of these teams, I will not have miscellaneous happening in 2 weeks. So
that's fair. That's fair. From when we shot this.
From when we shoot or something.
Promos.
All right, so Mark, we haven't had great matches in the last couple. I can't even speak. Let me just go again. Okay. So Mark, we're coming off of a couple of not so great losses. I think Antonio and Abel played really, really well, and I'm not going to say that luck had nothing to do with that match and the one against Adelaide and Alex, but luck kind of a little bit of a help in those matches. But anyway, it's a new day. The sun has risen on the new day that we are in right now, and we are playing Kelly, who I absolutely respect. She knows more about Disney than I think literally anyone on the planet, and Michael, and Michael. We were teammates for a few years, but the truth is, I think it's been almost a year since we last played. I think it's time that I just revealed the truth. I basically was carrying him for that entire Warzone run. Like, if you look back at the matches, I was the one taking us to the titles, and then it was him who'd lost it for us because he didn't know that Inception question, and then I'm the one who got it back, and then we held it, and then he screwed us over against Stallions. But I don't like that. And we're finally playing against each other, and I'm going to prove to him that I'm just better at him in everything. And in general, just not just trivia, but just in general. So I want you to help me beat this man because I just think that it's time we show him that I was the one who was taking the concept to its legacy and its reputation. So what do you reckon, Mark?
Well, I agree with that. I also think there maybe should be an expletive at the end of our name too, because I think we feel left out, and we should be maybe back to Formula motherfucker for this match.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you, something happened at the start of this year that was very interesting. League execs are wondering, right? So the start of the year, the first order traded Jake and Michael to the video store, and it was a very strange trade, very strange. And so you're wondering, like, what do we care about Jake and Michael? What does that have to do with anything? Here's the thing. Why would the video store do that? Why would they get Jake and Michael, who don't play in Warzone, are middling Fandom players, and they don't need them to win. Why would they do that? And then the video store gives Mike Hanley, a first-time manager, a 5-year contract. It's very rare for a first-time manager to get a 5-year contract. And so you ask the question, what's going on at the video store? And that's what league executives are asking. Now, could there be an event coming up at the end of the year? Maybe that's what I've heard. I've heard maybe that there are some executives asking, are players who don't play in a specific division allowed to then play in exhibition matches in that division? It's a very strange trade, and it has league executives wondering. And it's something to look out for, because there could be some moves on the way and some waves. Very strange.
All right, well, those were some great promos from Welcome to Fandom, bitch, and Back to Formula, motherfuckers. So that was pretty fun. Let's get into the match. Kaleb, how does round number 1 work?
Round number 1 works like this. Each team is going to be given 10 questions from 10 different areas within the world of Fandom fights. You'll be playing individually for your team on whiteboards. Should you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions? Let's get round number 1.
All right. Well, then...
one question. What's going on at the video store? That's the question we're asking.
I would love to know that as well.
It's a fair question. I'm in it, and I don't
We're
understand.
in the faction that we don't even know.
Yeah, I'm in it, and I don't understand.
I'm the only one that's not on the inside, I'd like to know.
Koho, why don't you hit us off with question 1?
I would love nothing more. Your first question comes to the category of scores and soundtracks. What was the first James Bond film that John Barry has a composing credit on?
So my dog has this little squeaker, and he's just like running in circles, like throwing it in the air, chasing it, squeaking it, rinse, repeat. Instant fun. 5.
Yep, squeak toys
4,
are the
3,
bane of a
2,
dog owner's existence.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Michael.
Dr. No?
Let's go to Jake.
Dr. No.
Kelly.
God, no.
And Mark.
Said from Russia with Love.
Dr. No is correct. So we're all tied up 1-1 as we get into your next question, which is going to be in the category of, it's my favorite. It's Middle Earth. Your question. In the Fellowship of the Ring, who speaks to the gatekeeper at the entrance to Bree?
I tried. This watch was purely just like, not even a trivia watch. This was just like, I want to watch these like I did Harry Potter and just like see if I like them.
I don't believe you.
I can't. I can't. I just
don't believe you. Not about that. I don't believe you that you gave it your all.
That's fair. You know what? I'll give it my all next year when I get there on Picture This.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
Frodo?
Let's go to Kelly.
Mary.
Well, I'm sorry. What did you say? Mark.
Said Sam.
And Michael.
I said Sam.
Frodo is correct. So Jake hits that. So back to formula, takes the lead 2-1. What is next, Koho?
Your next question comes in the beloved category of horror icons. How many Halloween films do not physically feature Michael Myers?
We're referring to the character, not the beloved actor.
Yes, beloved character actor of stage and screen.
Did you watch the trailer for Amsterdam?
I have not, because like that's my like movie of the year where I was like, I'd want to watch that just from the cast and the plot. So
5. I didn't know Mike Myers was going to be in it. 2.
And
1. Pens down. Let's go to Kelly.
1.
We will go to Mark.
1.
We will go to Michael.
1.
And Jake.
1-1 Uno.
1-1 Uno is
That's
correct.
3. That's 3.
1 + 1 + 1 does not equal 2.
Are you looking to challenge Michael?
Kelly, what do you think?
Come on.
I don't know. There are 3 answers on that board there.
I've always wanted to make this challenge. Fuck it. I'll be.
All right, so
It was the same answer, just 3 times in different language.
We're gonna go on to the next question.
Actually, you know what?
Do it. If you want to do it, do it.
No.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question in the category of Disney live action. Who plays Robert, the man who ultimately ends up with Giselle in Enchanted?
Are you excited for Disenchanted?
I am, but I wish it was in theaters. Those fucks.
Me too. I would love
is on the. Oh my god, he's playing Xbox. What is happening?
The dog is playing video games.
3, 2, 1.
Let him leave his
down. He sat down on the controller and shit just started happening. Let's go to Mark.
Patrick Dempsey.
Michael.
McDreamy. Patrick Dempsey.
Jake.
Patrick Dempsey.
And Kelly.
Patrick Dempsey.
That is correct.
You gotta challenge that with the Ian, Michael? Come on, do it.
Great fucking movie. What is next, Kaleb Koho?
Your next question comes in the category of Star Trek. What type of weapon does Sulu use to fight the Romulans when he and Kirk land on the drill in Star Trek 09?
Straight up though, Enchanted, I think is probably top 5 Disney live action.
Yeah, it's definitely in my top 10 for sure.
It's like to me, it's like the Muppets, Curse of the Black Pearl, and then it might be Enchanted. Like it's so fucking good.
I can support that list.
5, 4.
Mine's just 3 pirates and Remember the Titans.
1 pens down. Oh, I might have Remember Over. Let's go to Michael.
I said a blaster.
We will go to Jake.
I said a sword. I believe it's a katana specifically.
We will go to Kelly.
A phaser.
And Mark.
Said a knife.
Sword, I believe, is the only one we can accept. Yeah. So Jake is correct, making it.
I believe it is.
It was in parentheses, to be clear.
7-5 in favor of Back to Formula.
I just want to apologize if this match goes over like an hour. I'm
sorry.
My
wife is going to be pissed if this goes over an hour, so let's keep it moving. All right, your next question is in the category of Worlds in BC. What is the real full name of the Suicide Squad member known as Peacemaker?
Did you watch the show?
I was about to ask you. Did you?
I
watched the first 3 episodes right when it came out, and then I finished it last week.
Fair.
So it only
I didn't.
It only took me 6 months, but I watched it and I thought it was fine.
I feel like it's 4, a lot.
3,
it's like a lot.
2, 1. Pens down, Michael. Let's go to Kelly.
No idea. Richard something.
Mark.
Oh,
Michael.
And his name is John Cena.
Jake.
He can do exactly what Bloodsport can do, but better. I believe it's Christopher Smith.
It is Christopher Smith. So that is correct. Back to Formula, getting another point. What is next, Koho?
Your next question is going to come in the category of Mission Impossible. Which Mission Impossible film takes primarily in Australia?
Motherfuckers.
So here's the thing. The way that we write the matches, like Nick just kind of like writes round ones and we like plug them in. And I don't know if he did this on purpose or not.
Part of me wants to believe he did.
I'm assuming he did. 5.
It's like the only time he can.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to the not Australian person.
Mission Impossible 2.
Michael.
Mission Impossible
2. Jake.
Mission Impossible 2.
And Kelly.
Mission Impossible 2.
And that is correct. It is 10-7 in favor of Back to Formula. Is that what you have, Koho?
That is what I have, and I believe Jake is still perfect.
All right.
I needed a jinx, yes.
All right. We're going to get into the next category, in the category of Disney animation. Which MCU actor voices Tong in Raya and the Last Dragon? I'm a big fan of this one. I really liked this movie.
Yeah,
I like Encanto more, but I thought this was very good. It's scratched the itch, as they say, for
very much.
I
am contractually obligated in every form to like Encanto.
Can I just get a repeat, please?
Yes, you can. That is your first repeat for Back to Formula. Which MCU actor voices Tong in Raya and the Last Dragon? Encanto was a weird movie where the first time I watched it, I thought it was good, but I didn't love it. And then each subsequent viewing, I was like, "Oh no, this is gold."
Same for me. It's one of those. Good. It's one of those like that happens with a lot of recent Disney for me. So it's like I'm like, this is fine the first time, and then every time I'm like, yeah, man, this is great.
4, 3, 2.
Only one of them doesn't do that.
Pens down. Let's go to. I don't remember where we are. Michael.
I think I'm Benedict Wong.
We will go to Jake.
Benedict Wong.
We will go to Kelly.
Benedict Wong.
And Mark.
Benedict Wong.
I'm still not confident.
Benedict Wong is correct. So it is 12-9.
You used to repeat, Jake.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I had actor or actress.
What is the next question, Caleb?
All right, folks. Your penultimate question comes in the category of Pixar. In Toy Story, what does Sid put Woody on when Woody starts talking to him in the backyard?
I have things I want to say, but I can't.
So.
I know I can't. I can't do it. I don't know what's happening, but
I don't know what it is.
Someone's very upset.
The kids are over or something.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
I believe it's a grill.
Kelly.
Yeah, a barbecue.
We will go to Mark.
A grill.
And Michael.
I was thinking of the wrong thing. I said a rocket ship.
I would accept barbecue.
I would accept barbecue.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think, yeah.
That's just
grill.
That's just the non-American way of saying grill.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. Yeah. So 14-10 as we get into the final question. If Jake hits this, it will be a perfect round. So the question is in the category of YA. In Allegiant, who crashes in a ship and then walks back to Chicago? No, what I was going to say before was, we toys see everything. So plain. Oh, such a good movie.
That movie's great.
All
4 of those movies.
2. Oh, they're all perfect. 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kelly.
4.
We'll go to Mark.
4.
Michael.
I said Triss.
And Jake.
I think I'm wrong. I said Theta.
4 is correct. So no perfect round.
That was great.
But Mark hits it and Kelly hits it, making it 15-11. Is that what you have, Koho?
That is indeed what I have, sir.
All right, so we are going to get into round number 2. It is the wheel round. Here's how this is going to work. We're going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each team is going to have a chance to spin the wheel if they like what they spin first. The first time they can keep it or they can choose to spin again. But they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. They will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. Unless they want to check to multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1 point. Throw caution to the wind. There is stealing available in round number 2. Back to formula. You have 2 repeats remaining, and welcome to Fandom, bitch. You got all 3, both challenges intact. Teams, any questions as we get into round number 2?
No.
Okay, then the categories on today's wheel are horror icons, fandom quotes, Disney animation, DreamWorks animation, Marvel, scores and soundtracks, YA, and Mission Impossible. So back to formula. You folks are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to the bitches?
Well, we are basic bitches ourselves, so we are going to go second.
Okay. Sounds good. This is going to be the spin for Welcome to Fandom, bitch. Lady and gentlemen, your spin is in. And it lands on Mission Impossible. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Michael, how do you feel on that?
I am leaning towards spinning again. How about you?
I'm fine with that.
We'll let DJ spin that shit.
All right. This is your second spin.
Unfortunately, no 8 Mile questions.
And it lands on Disney animation.
Good call, Michael.
We will race.
All right. Koho, would you go ahead and give Welcome to Fandom, bitch, their questions in Disney animation?
I would love nothing more. Your first question in Disney animation. Which Disney animated film features monstrous creatures called cybugs?
That's Wreck-It Ralph, Michael.
Yep.
Wreck-It Ralph, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who voices Ariel in The Little Mermaid?
It's Jodie Benson.
Jodie Benson.
Jodie Benson, final answer.
Yes, that's correct.
I fucking knew that.
I heard someone yell, I knew that. And I was like, wait, did someone say something? Your third question. In Lilo and Stitch, Lilo nearly dies when Jumba and Pleakley try to capture Stitch while they are doing what activity?
That's randomly specific.
We can use a repeat if you want.
No, I think multiple.
You sure?
Yeah, multiple choice.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Your multiple choice options are A, surfing, B, fire tossing, C, hula dancing, or D, hiking.
Was it they try to capture Stitch? Oh, sorry. Jumba jumps out the surf and grabs Stitch and tries to drag him down. So I think that's the scene we're talking about. So do you want to go surfing?
Yeah, sure.
Surfing, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. And the lead.
And the lead, yeah.
Your pet ultimate question. What type of animal is Flower in Bambi?
It's a skunk, right?
Skunk, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points.
Fucking new turtle.
And your final question, Disney animation. What is the name of Philip's father in Sleeping Beauty?
Is it Bernard?
That's the Mouse and the Rescuers. It's King Hubert, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more
No,
points.
it's the butler from Spider-Man. Yes.
So, Welcome to Fandom, bitch gets their total up to 20. Back to formula behind
You knew those.
as we bring back the wheel and the spin for formula. The spin is in. And it lands on Spinner's Choice.
Well, last match we got opponents, so
do you need the list of categories?
Nah, Mark and Marvel.
Yeah.
We'll take Marvel, please.
Okay. I'll give you your questions in the category of Marvel. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
First question. A car chase with robbers who stole plutonium happens at the beginning of which 2010s Marvel film?
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, okay.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Low-key,
Which
score.
Which character does that?
Masterpiece.
Oh my God, stop.
Okay. Someone's top 100 favorite movie of all time.
Your next question. Who directed Blade?
That is Stephen Norrington.
Stephen Norrington.
Yeah. Stephen Norrington, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, gentlemen. How are Frank Castle's wife and son killed in The Punisher?
They're run over by a car.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Run over by a car, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. In X2, X-Men United, William Stryker administers a serum on what specific part of a mutant's body in order to control them?
It's the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
99.9%. The back of the neck, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question. What type of location do Elektra and Matt have their first fight shortly after meeting in Daredevil?
It's an incredible masterpiece of a scene. And
Is
it's
it basketball court, right? Or is it playground?
No, it's a playground, yeah. Because they're on like the swings. Or like
It's playground. Yeah, okay.
Playground, final answer.
That is correct for the clean sweep of Marvel.
Different movie.
You almost made Jake dad for 2 seconds. Then.
Yeah, like
you were thinking,
oh shit,
woman, I believe. Back to formula gets their total up to 25. To Welcome to Fandom, bitches 20. Is that what you have, Koho?
That is what I have.
Okay, so we are going to get into round number 3. Here's how this is going to work. It is the betting round. We are going to say a category. Then you are going to have to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. One player will take the first question, and the other player will take the second question. You can reset for questions 3 and 4 and work together on question 5 should we get there. Repeats and challenges still intact. Any questions from the players?
Can I just go score update, please? I missed it. The first
you are up 5, 25 to 20. All right. Then the first category that you can all bet points on is going to be Disney live action. Let's get bets starting with Welcome to Fandom, bitch. Who's taking it and how much?
Me for 2, please.
And who's taking it for formula and how much?
Me for 1.
Okay. So here is your question in the category of Disney live action. The basketball team in Glory Road is from what U.S. state?
Shit, fucking.
That is so cruel.
I'm U.S. geography illiterate, so.
I just watched this, Koho, a couple weeks ago. It was pretty good. It wasn't like amazing, but it was entertaining.
City?
That's fine.
It's
right.
Yeah, it's an
I
okay
just don't.
movie.
I don't like the main actor very much.
5. Oh, I do. 4, 3,
You're right in the answer, Mike.
2,
Mark.
1. Pens down. This is fucking hilarious on so many levels.
Yeah, it is.
I want to see Kelly's answer first. Kelly.
Iowa.
And Jake.
I had like 2 seconds to think of a state, and I put Texas.
Texas is correct. Holy
Guys.
shit.
Mark's reaction is
way to go.
everything right now.
Guys.
So it is now 18 to 26 in favor of Back to Formula as we get into the next category, which is what category, Koho?
It is Alien versus Predator.
Let's get bets starting with Mark
2.
and Michael.
I will go 2 as well.
All right, here's the sitch. Welcome to Fandom, bitch. Okay. Back to Formula hits this. We're done. That's the big thing. So here's the question. In Alien versus Predator. Oh, actually, Koho, you go ahead and read it.
All right, your question, Alien versus Predator. In 2018's The Predator, what does McKenna do with the Predator's invisibility sphere so the authorities will not find it just before he gets arrested? Movie not good.
I really like the action sequences, but yeah. You're in this movie. I don't know if you know that.
I am in this movie.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I believe so. I think we're thinking of the same person.
Are we?
Are we? I don't know. Are we?
I'm thinking of Sterling K. Brown walking around chewing gum like a fucking
Oh, see, I
maniac.
thought you were
5,
talking about the child.
4, 3,
Repeat
2.
question.
All right, that's going to be the first repeat for Welcome to Fandom.
All right, your question again. In 2018's The Predator, what does McKenna do with the Predator's invisibility sphere so the authorities will not find it just before he gets arrested? I would love to be
Sphere is like a
He's
circle,
great
but
actor.
3D.
National treasure in my eyes.
Oh,
That is correct.
Oh, Lordy. 5,
Many
4,
time Emmy nominated
3,
winner.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Michael
I said buries it.
and Mark.
Swallows it.
And your winners, Back to Formula. The answer was swallows it. Koho, really fun match.
Absolutely.
Lots of laughs to be had, but Back to Formula coming to play, having a really good round 1 with, I think, what did they have, 15 points?
Yes, they did.
Sweeping their round 2 category, and then betting and being some sort of lucky, it seemed like. And then Mark just closing the deal there. But I think Michael and Kelly had a really good round 1 as well.
Okay.
And then just, they spinning Disney animation helped get them through to round 3. But U.S. geography to 3 Australians. It's always a good time. So I was laughing my ass off when Mark realized what the answer
Mark
was.
realized what this
and
was. He's
where
like,
Mark
of
lives.
all people to not get the question asked to them.
It was very funny, but really good match. Let's get into post-match interviews, starting with Welcome to Fandom, bitch. Guys, great job. I think you, like I said, had a good round 1, really good in Disney animation, sweeping that category. But it just came down to those round 3 questions. If you don't know them, you don't know them. And that's just kind of how it rolls in round 3. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, all right. I called Jake up this morning and I was like, I hope you're ready for a match, because we're not going to give it to you, so you just be disappointed. And so I'm happy we sort of made him get all nervous for no reason. I made it seem like I was studying very hard and he was like, oh fuck. And then it's like, yeah, it was all right. It was a good match. Thank you guys for riding and scheduling 3 Australians in the same match. Very 2018 Full Metal Trivia vibes, when me and Jake had to play each other purely, and their excuse was just we're in the same time zone. But yet we still played 9 a.m. anyway, so it didn't matter, So just to throw back to you can cut that if you want. Kelly, how you going?
I'm going great. It's always so much fun to play any teams match with you, love. It's always a great time. Yeah, looking forward to another go around. Always great when we spin our strength. That's lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. Just turns out it makes the match really easier when you spin. I don't know why other teams don't do it.
Why don't
I
all
hate to give this
spin what they're good at, man?
I hate to give this strategic advantage away, but just keep spinning your strengths, and good things will happen.
Well, I think you guys did great. I look forward to seeing you in the next match, and maybe some other stuff coming up.
I look forward to seeing you too.
Thank you. It's always nice to see you guys.
I was very hoping you would host this match.
There you go. Thank you to Michael and to Kelly. Let's bring in the winners today. Back to Formula, Mark and Jake. Gentlemen, great job. Another win on your record. I know that, like Jake kind of alluded to at the beginning, your record wasn't kind of where you guys wanted it to be, but now you got another win. You're at 500. How are you guys feeling about the match?
A lot better after, I think, round 1. Michael isn't kidding. He did call me up 30 minutes before the match and just said, "Hey, you do remember this is still on?" And when I spin horror in round 2, I'm gonna go to Matin and you're gonna cry like a baby. It's fun. It's always fun playing Kelly. I love Kelly. It's just really cool to know that there's someone in the same time zone as me who lives 40 minutes away. That's really cool, in this community. And Michael, we may have our differences, and I may have been the one to carry concept, but he's my brother and I love him. But
a very Harry and Peter moment at the end of Spider-Man 3. That was beautiful.
I got you the team spot, and now I'm gonna kick your little ass.
Mark, what are your thoughts on today's match?
I'm very happy we won. We lost 2 straight. Wasn't super happy about that, but you know what? We dominated pretty well today. I didn't want to do that to Michael and Kelly. That's not cool. But
no.
But
maybe a little cool.
Me and Jake needed a win. Yeah, we needed a boost.
But we did need a win. Yeah, and I'm really happy that we did get the win. It does. Michael's right. Just get your strength in round 2, and you should be happy.
Yeah,
it's great advice. I don't know why he decided to give it to us.
He's just given us this gold material tips. I love it. I will just say I think winning is great, but I'm just so happy that I was able to get a US geography question. If you had told me that the match would pretty much kind of be decided based on that and that I was the one to get it, I wouldn't believe you. I just was I literally was wait, I'm literally blanking on every state. Texas is one of the 3 most popular states in the US. I'm just going to quickly write Texas.
Your teammate lives there.
I know you do. I realized that I should have been a little bit more clear on it. It's fun. It's always fun playing Fandom like this, and playing against Michael and Kelly is always just so much fun. So on to the next one, I guess.
Guys, can't wait to see you later in the teams tournament. I'm excited to just see you guys around Fandom fights again. Always a pleasure. So great job on the win today. And Koho, final thoughts.
I think this was a blast. This was just a really fun match. I think both teams kept it competitive and interesting, and I can't wait to see what these 2 teams do next. So,
yeah, it's always fun when you hear a player say, "Man, sorry that this match is going to go over an hour," and then your wife is sitting right next to you, and you have to figure that out. It's always the best matches. But no, this is like you said.
I can absolutely relate to that specific scenario.
Yeah, that specific scenario. Always a fun time on the desk with you, Koho. Thank you for being here. And thank you to the players and Nick behind the scenes for writing this one. I have been Tim. We'll see you real soon with the next match. Bye-bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end. Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.